Hello, friends. We've been talking about just being in the presence of God and what that means. And we looked up the Hebrew meaning of presence, and it refers to face, F-A-C-E, which implies a close and personal encounter with the Lord. And I thought about that saying as like, oh, uh, they got in my face. And it means in the negative that they got too close to me. But in our culture, we do have this area around us that we allow people to get this close to us, but really close friends, we let them pat us on the cheek or give us a hug or whatever. So that's what I think about, a close and personal encounter with Jesus. And then it reminded me of growing up. My parents had that picture of Jesus, and he is standing at the door of this house. Here's the image, and you can see he is has his robes on. He has a gentle look on his face. He has his arm raised and his hand ready to knock on that door. Now, he's not going to bang on it. He's not going to kick the door in. But what he's doing, it's a symbolizing of how he wants to have that encounter with us. He wants us to open the door of our hearts, to let him come in and to have that personal relationship with him. It's really special. I remember when I was single and I got a job out of state, and I would come home where my parents lived for special occasions. And when I'd enter that front door, they'd be standing there with their arms outraised, so excited to see me. They were waiting for me to come, and they just poured out love and all the things that I needed. And it really filled a void in my life. And I see Jesus standing at the door of your heart, knocking, and he is ready to just come in, whether it's making him Lord of your life or even a deeper personal relationship with him because you've been walking with him for years. But he is there to meet every need that we have. And as I thought about that too, I looked at there are certain things to me that have meant meaningful. One is that when we are in his presence, there is peace, there's joy, there's love, there's acceptance, there's guidance, and there's a sense of well-being. Oh my goodness, that's what we get out of God's presence. Now, how do we get into God's presence? Well, a lot of people begin with, they just sing a worship song that's special to them. Other people, they get in the Word and they find a scripture that's meaningful to them. Or they just sit quietly in God's presence and invite Him to come in. For me personally, I sense God's presence in my spirit. It's not in my head, it's in my spirit, that inner man, my spirit man. And I know when God's presence is with me. Now, it's the word says he's always with us. He'll never leave us, forsake us. And that's what, when we don't have a feeling, which we should go by, that we just stand by faith on what the word says. So I want to encourage you to just let him come in, knock on that door. And we want to hear examples of how God ministers to you, how his presence has ministered to you. So we love you.